And there's one more person I need to thank. This year's Changemaker Award winner, Tom Skerl. I'm standing here today in Gomba, Uganda, in front of yet another thing, another project that Tom Skerl and his company have supported over the last 14, 15 years since I've known him.
Thank you, Tom Skerl, for the donation of a rainwater harvest system for Changemaker Primary School.
We are now have water for drinking, for cleaning, for cooking and washing. I can now be safe at school, wash my hands and not worry.
I am so happy to have clean water at school. Thank you, Tom Skerl.
My name is Namali Vivian Sarah.
Homza Patrick.
My name is Nakato Shamim.
Zebra San Indian.
Tom, we're so excited to honor you tonight with our Changemaker of the Year Award. Thank you to Sanguine Media for producing that video for us tonight. Tom believed in us before we were cool. He supported DLDT from the very beginning. He supported us buying our first drill in Uganda. He started 4 miles for water in Cleveland with us. And we even broke a Guinness World Record together. We originally met because his water filtration machines were at events and I wouldn't stop talking to him. And he's still here 15 years later. Tom, can you join me on stage?
That was very touching. You got me on that one. So it's 2010, like 2011, 2012. I'm seeing this woman everywhere. Earth Fest, sewer district events, World Water Days, every environmental show, sustainability events, community events, the zoo. She's everywhere. I'm watching this woman talk to everyone and anyone who will listen about her mission and her programs. She pulls up her car, she unloads her display, she does her thing, she loads it back up all by herself, and she does it over and over and over again. This is 2010, 11, 12. She is engaging, she is motivating, and for someone in the water business like myself, she's contagious. I mean that in a good way, and I think everybody knows this woman, who this woman is that I'm talking about. Our businesses had synergies. We both believed in clean water. We both believed in the elimination of plastic bottles. We were trying to build our companies, our brands. We chatted at every event, and one day, a few years in, we agreed that we could partner up and let's raise some further awareness. We met at my office. We agreed to do something unique. Let's try and get something going to get DLDT further funded and on the map, and let's have some fun. Not your normal fundraiser, but let's raise friends as well. And Aaron has no problem raising friends, if you know what I mean. Let's have a big party. Let's do it at Edgewater Park. They don't have parties down there, but let's do it anyway. We said, let's get Cleveland's greatest reggae band to play, like they'll come play for us. Carlos Jones and the Plus Band. They did. Let's have beer trucks and food, we said. They don't ever have that down at Edgewater because we're still talking 2013. Let's do that. And you know what? Let's have a walk, run. Let's even make people carry jugs of water on their head. And let's make it 4 miles, the average distance that is traveled each day for the underprivileged to get their clean water in African villages. And you know what? What the heck? Let's try and break a Guinness Book of World Record. We were not drinking that day. It's like, you're gonna do what? Well, we had a very short period of time to pull this all together. Erin said, hey, let's do this in a few months. You know, she needed the money to get going. We'll do it in May of 2014. We'll call this thing 4 Miles for Water. Very appropriate, think about it, you know? What a title for something that is so significant that we take for granted. we're going to have this event. So with a little help from some friends, the media started calling. Aaron started popping up on TV, radio, newspapers. I think you did some live radio events talking up the DLT mission and talking up this event and this attempt at this world record. A couple of months of planning and coordinating, which she's really, really good at. We were ready to go. We had a fabulous race that day, 4 miles. You could walk, you could run, you could do whatever you want, finish it, not finish it, it didn't matter. But you saw people carrying these jugs all over the place down in Edgewater, and people had no idea what was going on that were down there. We didn't think we had enough people to get this race, the world record. You know, after the race, we had the world record attempt. We looked around. We knew what the number was. We're like, there's just not enough people down here. The category for this world record was most people carrying water jugs on their head. We had a nice group, but we didn't have that nice of a group, and we had to explain to people. So, you know, Erin is very well connected, and her staff, her volunteers, they decided to go out, and where could we find like 200 people in the next 8 minutes? Because they were counting who was at the event. So they fanned out into the parking lot. They went out and interrupted people's weekends. They went to people that were cooking on the grill, and they got these people to come, almost like the Night of the Living Dead, out of the woods. They're like, what are we here to do? Well, you got to put a water jug on your head and walk 100 yards. They're like, yeah, right. You know, so here we go. We didn't think we had the number, but we got them together. It was time to break the record. The Guinness people, which you have to have at your event to validate a broken record, they were there to validate. The attendees were put in line. The water jugs went up on their heads as this group advanced the 100 yards necessary to qualify that day. And within a few minutes, the Guinness Book of World Record official grabbed the megaphone, and he said that he was on hand to verify and document the incredible. And the incredible happened, and the world record had been broken. The crowd cheered wildly. Water bottles went in the air, and they celebrated as something special had just happened. And they were all part of it. That fun-filled May 14th, something about that, 2014. The party continued that evening. Carlos Jones rocked it out. The beer trucks flowed. The food rolled. People were having fun, and this party turned into a group of friends for many of them in this room here. This event has continued on for 10 years, raising over $500,000 or more that goes to the bottom line and to the budget to run this fabulous organization. But you know, little did the crowd know that day how really special and incredible that moment would be for over 50,000 underprivileged Ugandans that Drink Local, Drink Tap would eventually change their lives forever. Yeah. Special and incredible is the work that Drink Local, Drink Tap does for the world. Erin and her team of professionals, volunteers, board members, friends that are here have really been the change makers. They work tirelessly, and they do it locally and abroad. The Drink Local, Drink Tap, DLDT, say that a few times. The mission that the three-headed monster, the water equity, water engagement, and the water education has made truly a major impact in the world. In the world. I think the Guinness folks should probably start keeping score of something like that. It's truly amazing. Speaking of Guinness, I'm going to suggest or recommend a new category to be created, and I'd like to call it Most Friend-Raising in 1 year. To break this record, I challenge all of us, DLDT, Drink Local, Drink Tap supporters, and friends of Drink Local, Drink Tap, to elevate our mission by doing one simple thing, and that is to bring just five new resourceful friends into the circle, into our circle this upcoming year. Think we could do that, each one of you? 5. As we know, it's friends, right, that lead to funds, and we need the funds. We need funds, whether it's 30, 300, 3,000, and why not 3 million, to continue the fabulous work that Erin and her team does every day. I want to thank everybody for being this honor of being a change maker, and I'd like to raise a toast to breaking new records, world records, in the future together. Thank you.